What is the secret to unlocking your full potential? What makes your idols any different than you? How do you become the person you've always wanted to be in life? This is where you get all of your questions answered. My name is Justin Shank, and I sit down with some of the most epic individuals who are changing the world with their actions in business and in life. We discuss how they did it, why they pushed themselves, and more importantly, how they were able to focus on continuous growth to achieve their dreams. Welcome to the Growth Now movement. I want to invite you to the greatest day-long rock concert for entrepreneurs, forward thinkers, and anyone looking to level up in all areas of their life. April 4th, we are coming back together at Uptown Theater in West Chester, Pennsylvania for Growth Now Summit Live. With an unmatched list of speakers, movement makers, and some surprises along the way, this event is sure to motivate, inspire, and shift your perspective in order to live the life you truly deserve. So if you're ready to have some fun, connect with like-minded people, and level up in all areas, head over to growthnowsummit.com to grab your tickets. As a special thank you for being a listener, use the code PODCAST for an exclusive discount on your tickets. Again, head over to growthnowsummit.com, use the code PODCAST on checkout, and I can't wait to see you there. What is up, everybody? I wanted to take this week and do a solo episode. And as most of you know, this week in America, we are celebrating Thanksgiving. And whenever we get close to Thanksgiving, I really begin to think of the things that I'm thankful for and grateful for. And, you know, gratitude is this funny thing that so many people say, hey, I practice gratitude every single day. But I don't really feel like people discuss the true benefits of gratitude and having a positive attitude towards so many things in life, right? To understand that even when things are tough, we're being given a gift, right? There's a saying that I say all the time on this show, which is life is happening for me and not to me. And that mindset into everything really changes the focus and can help me in so many ways. And gratitude is such a powerful thing. And it's not as simple as saying, hey, I'm thankful for my family. Gratitude is really a practice that we bring into everything, right? That whole glass half full thing versus glass half empty. And there's so many benefits to being a grateful person in our lives. And so I wanted to do an episode on gratitude and how it really benefits you in your life. And there's really a number of different ways. And the first way that comes to mind when I think about grateful people and how they really approach using gratitude, it can open so many opportunities and relationships for individuals. You know, I really believe that people are deterred by negative individuals, right? So if you're negative, if you're constantly focusing on the bad things that are happening or the bad things that could happen, people aren't going to want to be around you. But imagine walking into every opportunity in your life with gratitude and understanding that there is an opportunity for strong connections, for the ability to help others, right? When we're grateful, we feel like we live in a place of abundance. And when we enter a connection with an individual, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, a work relationship, when we come with gratitude, we have abundance. Therefore, we're able to give so much more. It makes it easier for you to really switch on that giving hat, right? To put on that giving hat. I don't even know what that means, but to put on that giving hat and really be the person who delivers in that relationship. And you'll see over time how that comes back to affect you in such a positive way. I also want to talk about how simple acts of gratitude can help your physical health as well. When we're grateful for the day, it is easier to get out and move our bodies, to take that morning walk, to get that exercise in, to remain active, to go for a hike, right? As we are grateful for our days and our many, many more days to come, it's easier for us to push forward. Now, I imagine you're probably thinking, well, people that are physically healthy, it's easier for them to be grateful. But there's actually been studies proven that people who start with the mindset of gratitude, the exercise, the physical health benefits that you get from that happens in reverse, right? So automatically, as you are happy when you wake up because you're grateful for the day and grateful for your breath, you start to really move your body. Now, with that being said, there's also studies and proof that when you're stressed out and when you're overwhelmed and when you're depressed, your physical health declines, whether that's physical or internal, right? The reality is it declines. And so if we're able to shift into that grateful mindset, we're able to really begin to move our bodies and become more physically fit and healthy, which will then give us a much longer life to enjoy, right? And obviously, if we're grateful, we're enjoying it as it is. Now, obviously, I think this one goes without saying, but it's important to mention, gratitude improves our psychological health and our mental strength as well. That simple daily practice of gratitude and those small adjustments in life, right? When something goes wrong and we go, well, what's the positive in this, right? I looked at COVID as it happened. And at first I was very depressed that I couldn't do my live event. But as I switched my mindset into why is this happening for me? What can I be grateful for? I was grateful for the time to step back and slow down and really focus on my message as an entrepreneur. And that's really evolved and grown, as you guys have seen on the show, when I talk about the 4 pillars. And I became grateful for that. I became grateful for the fact that I could create not 1, but 2 virtual events. And I was grateful that it made the impact that it did. And I was grateful for the opportunity to really make shifts and pivots for Growth Now Summit Live, which is now in May of 2022. But I'm grateful that I had the time to reimagine all of that. And so when we switched that mindset into gratitude, our mental strength becomes easier. The more reps we do in gratitude, the easier it is to very quickly snap out of that potential negative attitude and back into gratitude. Because when we approach life with gratitude, again, it becomes a lot simpler. I really feel like one of my superpowers is the fact that I can have empathy for other people and I can acknowledge them for where they're at. And I really believe that being grateful enhances my empathy and it reduces my aggression. And although this is not perfect and these are things that I'm continuing to work on and get better at, being grateful makes it easier for me to be calm in the moment, right? It's almost like that daily practice of meditation can make you remain calm when things go awry. Gratitude does the same thing, because when you are somebody who is positive and grateful for everything they have, whether it's a lot or a little, it's easier for you to really be that person, that positive person in any situation, and empathetic towards other people's situations and helping them hopefully find gratitude and positivity in their life. And so really being able to practice this on a daily basis can really evolve you as a human being in all of your relationships. And one final benefit that I wanted to share, that I realized that when I'm in a grateful mindset, I sleep better. Knowing that when I rest my head on the pillow that things are going to be taken care of, even in those stressful moments of worry. As an entrepreneur, we always worry. No matter how successful we are, there's always that sense of worry. And if we're able to be grateful for the opportunities that we have as entrepreneurs or as parents or as spouses or as us as individuals, as employees, and being grateful for all those opportunities, it's easier when we lay our head on the pillow to get some sleep. And so the point of me sharing all these benefits of gratitude with you is for you to see the bigger picture if you haven't yet, right? I think gratitude has become such a hokey thing because everybody talks about it. Oh, I write down the things I'm grateful for every morning, which is great. But in my opinion, gratitude is something we practice 24/7. It's not the task list thing that we do. It's not the thing we should sit down and write down every single day. And maybe that's something you want to do, which is fine. But it's really about practicing it beyond that one simple step in the morning or in the evening, right? It's really about at all times being grateful for what we have, the gifts that we have, the abilities that we have, the opportunities that we have, and understanding that we truly are living in a world where we can create whatever we want, and just even being grateful for that. And so what I tend to do is make sure that I'm constantly checking myself and looking around and seeing, all the good in my life, even when things are not going right. I think that that's huge, right? And so what I want you to do right now as you're listening to this, I want you to stop and just think of the things that you are grateful for, even if they're tiny little things, right? Just stop and think about that right now. And as you go through your day, and as if something falls apart today or something doesn't go the way it's supposed to, stop and check yourself and say, this is what I'm grateful for, and truly begin to rewire your brain to be the more positive, grateful thing, right? And as we head into Thanksgiving here in America, it is a great time to really begin this practice, but we need to continue to move it forward. And one thing I do is I make sure that I surround myself with other grateful people, because, we're not all perfect, and there are moments where we get negative and we begin to have that glass half empty thing, right? And we start to think negatively about all these things. And so when you are surrounded with other grateful people, they'll help you kind of rewire that thought process for you, right? When you're the person complaining and they turn around and go, well, we should be grateful for this, and they check you, make sure you're surrounding yourself with other grateful people. I guarantee you it will begin to change your life. It will give you these benefits I shared in this episode, and your life will truly begin to change, and you will grow as a human being and everything else in between. I want to wish everybody here in America a very happy Thanksgiving, and I hope it's filled with joy and togetherness. And I want to let you guys know that I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for you guys coming along for the last 4.5+ years. And if you just found me now, thank you so much. I'm grateful for you for that as well. And I love hearing from you guys. And so please reach out to me on social media and let me know you listen to this, and let me know what you think. Even share it out if you enjoyed it, and tell some friends about the show. But more importantly, I want to know that this show is hopefully making an impact in your life, and that you are grateful for the Growth Now movement and what we've been able to put together with me and my guests and everything else in between. But again, so insanely grateful for you guys, and I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Growth Now movement. This is how you can really help me out. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please share it out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. And let's grow this movement to epic heights. And it's all going to be because of you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.